Hello, boys and girls. Today we are going to learn how to partition shapes and to identify their equal parts. These are also known as fractions, and fractions are equal parts of an object. So we are going to learn about halves, fourths, and thirds when it comes to our fractions. Right, so I'm going to show you how to partition or divide some circles and some squares into halves. Now, I want you to think about your circles as a pizza or your favorite cake or your favorite pie. And I want you to think about the squares as a candy bar, like a Snickers, which is Miss Banks' favorite, or a brownie, or any rectangular shaped treat that we normally eat. So, in order to divide a circle in half, there are two ways that we can do this. And one way we can do it is split it right down the middle. This is 1/2, which means 1 out of 2. So these are 1 out of 2 pieces. So we label these as 1/2. Okay, so imagine you taking a slice of pizza or a pie of pizza and you're splitting it right down the middle. Another way to show a half is to cut it straight across. Again, this is 1 out of 2 pieces, and 1 out of 2 pieces is equal to 1/2. So that is how you split a circle into halves. In order for it to be a half, it has to have equal parts. Fractions are equal parts of an object. So in order for it to be in half, it has to have equal parts. All right, let's move on and look at our rectangle. So in order to split this rectangle in half, I'm going to split it right in the middle. And when I split it right in the middle, I also get 1/2. 1/2. So if I was to share this with my son, we would get the same amount. I wouldn't want him to get more than me, and he wouldn't want to get more than me. So we get equal parts. Another way that we can split it in half is directly across. Okay? And again, this is equal to 1/2. And this 1/2 is basically saying this is 1 out of 2 pieces. 1 out of 2 pieces. Halves. Okay, let's move on to our next one. Our next example, we're going to be splitting our shapes into thirds. 1/3. That means what? 1 out of 3 pieces. So when I split this rectangle, or my favorite brownie, into 1 out of 3 pieces, it will look like this. So this is 1/3, this is 1/3, and this is 1/3. It doesn't matter how you write your fractions. You may see your fractions written like this, or you may see them written the way I've just done. Either way is fine. Here's another example of how you can split a rectangle into 3 equal pieces. These all are 1/3. 1 out of 3 pieces. 1/3. Okay, so there's 2 ways that you can split a rectangle, but a circle is unique. A circle can only be split equally into 3 pieces one way, and that is this way right here. And these are equal to 1/3. 1 out of 3 pieces. Now, if I take a circle and I cut it like this, are we all getting the same amount? No. This is my piece. This is your piece. And then this is my friend's piece. Did we all get the same amount? Yes. But if I do that over here, do we get the same? No. That is not equal, and that is not equal thirds. So this is how we partition rectangles and circles into thirds. All right, let's move on to our last example. And now we're going to partition our shapes into fourths. That means 1 out of 4 pieces. 1 out of 4 pieces. We're going to start off with our circles again and see how we can partition our circles into fourths. Split a line across the middle, and then one straight down, and now I have 1/4. That is how I decided I want to split my pizza into 1/4. Everybody gets the same amount. Okay, let's look at another example of how we can split our pizza into a fourth. I cut it in half diagonally, and then I cut it in half diagonally again. Do we all have the same amount? Yes, so this is also equal to 1/4. 1 out of 4 pieces. 1 out of 4 pieces. All right, let's continue and let's look at our rectangles. These can also be done with squares as well, okay? So let's look at see how we can split our rectangle into fourths, 4 equal pieces. Just like that. I've taken my candy bar and I sliced it 1, 2, 3 times to get 4 equal pieces. And these are all 1/4. Let's look at another way that we can split our rectangle into 4 equal pieces. Here is another way. We can split them into skinny strips, and each is worth 1/4. So here we have learned how to split or to partition our shapes, our circles and rectangles, into fourths. So on this page we learn fourths, here we learn thirds, and at the beginning we learned halves. Are these shapes split into equal pieces? Let's look at this circle. Would you like it if I took this piece right here and I gave you this piece? No, of course not, because what? I've gotten more than you. So is this split into equal pieces? Is this equal? No, that is not split into thirds. This one is split in 1, 2, 3 pieces. Is this equal? Miss Banks is going to take this part and I'm going to give you that part, and then I'm going to give Miss Adams this part. Did you get your equal share? No. So is this split into equal pieces? The correct answer is no. Let's look at one more. Let's pretend that this is a brownie. I think I want this piece. I'm going to give you this piece. I'm going to give Ziana that piece. And I'm going to give Persia that piece. Did we all get equal shares? No, me and you got more than Ziana and Persia. So that is not split equally. In our last example of this circle, we took this pizza and we split it in half. Is this equal? I'm going to take this part and you can have that part. Who has more? Me. I do. So is this equal? The answer is no. So we did not divide these shapes into equal parts. So it's important when you are partitioning shapes that you keep in mind that everybody has to have the same amount. It all has to be equal. Let's review what we've learned. This rectangle is split into what? 1, 2, 3. So these must be 1/3. So this is split into thirds. Sorry, it's kind of small. So this is split into thirds. Let's look at another example. Oh, another rectangle. This rectangle is split into what? How many total pieces are there? There are 2 total pieces. So this is split into half because it is 1 out of 2 pieces. 1/2. This is thirds. Let's see what else we have. This circle is split into what? How many pieces do we have? I see 4 pieces. So then this is split into what? Fourths. Okay, so today we've learned how to partition shapes into halves, thirds, and fourths. And in order for it to be split, it has to be split what? Equally. All right, good job paying attention today. If you need more help, make sure you go back and watch the video again. If not, I'll see you later on Zoom. Bye.